today we are doing lesson 10.3, which is going to be something called the area of a regular polygon or regular polygons. And whenever we talked about the key points, we're going to get into exactly what that means. So let's jump into it. All right, so before we can get into the formula of a regular polygon, we first need to talk about what I actually mean by regular polygon. So right now, a regular polygon is a closed shape where all of the sides are congruent. So if you look, there's a little notch on all of these sides. That means all of the sides are congruent, which also means all of the angles are congruent. So you see there's one notch on all the angles. So all sides, all angles are congruent. So if you have a regular polygon, meaning a regular shape, all the sides, angles are congruent, then I can use the area of a regular polygon formula, which is the area equals 1/2. The little a here stands for something called the apothem, and the P stands for your perimeter. So, Coach Snow, what is the apothem? Well, the apothem is going to be the distance from the center of my shape 90 degrees to the midpoint of one of my sides. So right now, if you look, I could actually draw an apothem from here to here if I wanted to. But again, the apothem is the distance from the center of the shape 90 degrees to the midpoint of your side. Okay, that is going to be known as the apothem. So I'm literally going to take the apothem and then I'm going to multiply it times the perimeter. So I have to add up all the sides of my shape. And whenever I do that, that is going to then give me the area of my regular polygon. Okay, so let's take this info and let's move on to our examples. So let's look at example number 1. All right, so on example number 1, it wants me to find the area of the regular polygon. So right now, they told me it is a regular polygon. So that tells me all of my sides are congruent and all the angles are congruent, okay? So right now, A is gonna be equal to 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. So right now, if you look, the distance from the middle of my shape to the side of my shape at 90 degrees is going to be 13.4 centimeters. So that is going to be my apothem. So 1/2, the apothem is 13.4. And then now remember the P stands for the perimeter of my shape. So right now if you look, I know all of the sides are going to be congruent. So all of my sides are going to be 12 centimeters. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. So I'm going to do 8 times 12 to get my perimeter. So 8 times 12, 8 times 10 is 80, 8 times 2 is 16. So that's going to be 96 is going to be my perimeter. So I'm going to plug that in for my P. So literally all I have to do is multiply that out. So I'm going to do 1/2, so 0.5 times 13.4 times 96. And whenever I click enter on that, that's going to give me 643.2. So the area is going to be 643.2, and that's going to be centimeters squared because that's an area. So ladies and gentlemen, apothem, plugged it in. Perimeter, I found all the sides, or added up all the sides, or multiplied by how many sides there are. And then I ended up multiplying all that out, and it gave me the area of my regular polygon. Okay? Let's jump over to example number 2. All right, on example number 2, it wants me to, again, find the area of the regular polygon. So I'm reading regular polygon. That tells me all of my sides are congruent and all of my angles are congruent. So with that being said, I now can use my area of a regular polygon formula. So area equals 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. So apothem, again, is the center of the shape all the way to the side of my shape, which is going to be 10.5. So I'm going to plug in 10.5 for my apothem. And then my perimeter, I know all of the sides are congruent. So 14 is one side length. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides that have the side length of 14. So I'm going to do 6 times 14 to get my side length, or to get my perimeter. 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 4 is going to be 24. 60 and 24 is going to give me 84. So my perimeter of my shape is going to be 84. So now all I have to do is multiply. So 0.5 times 10.5 times 84 is going to end up giving me 441. So the area of my shape is going to be 441 centimeters squared. Again, regular polygon, I then can just use my formula, which is A equals 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter, okay? Let's jump over to example number 3. Okay, so on example number 3, it says the area of the regular polygon is 85. What is the length of each side? So right now, this is a case where I am going to plug in what I know and then solve for what I don't know, correct? So I know this is a regular polygon. It's stated inside my question. So that means all of the sides are congruent and all of the angles are congruent. So I can use my area of a regular polygon formula here, okay? So right now they already gave me the area, which is 85. So I'm gonna plug that in. They already gave me the apothem, which is 4. So I'm gonna plug that in. And so now the only thing I have left is my P, which is my perimeter. And it's asking for one side length. So let's go ahead and solve for P real quick. So 1/2 of 4 is gonna be 2. So that'll be 85 equals 2P. And then I'm gonna divide by 2 on both sides to get P by itself. So P is gonna be equal to, what? Is that gonna be 42.5? 42.5. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, that is my perimeter. You guys got to remember, the perimeter is the addition of all of the sides. It was asking for one side. So I know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So that means I need to take 42.5 and divide it by the number of sides to get one side length. So 42.5 divided by 5 is going to end up giving me 8.5. So one side length is going to equal 8.5 centimeters. So the main thing you got to remember when you solve for that perimeter, if it asks for one side, I know all of the sides together add up to be that perimeter, so I have to divide it by the amount of sides to get one side length, and that was 8.5 in this instance. Okay. All right, guys, so you guys know the drill. This is a challenge question over here. That challenge question is ready for you to work. If you can work it on your own and you can figure it out, that probably means you're ready to move on to your skill check. If not, call me over. I can help you out. We can talk about it. Other than that, good luck on your stuff. Good luck on your skill check. Holler at me if you need any help.